So, you're studying for the GED Social Studies test, right? And have you ever had that feeling, where you're putting in the hours, but you're just spinning your wheels? Well, if you are tired of that feeling and you want a study method that actually works with you, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to look at a tool that is designed to completely change your study experience with tutors that actually remember you. Okay, let's just get right into it. Does this sound familiar? You spend a whole hour with some study tool, asking all these questions about, say, the three branches of government. The next day, you log back in to ask a quick follow-up, and the tool acts like it's never seen you before in its life. I mean, I remember studying for my own exams, and it felt like I was starting from absolute scratch every single time. It's not just frustrating, it's a huge waste of your precious study time. Now, check this out. This slide really shows the difference. Think about it like this. A traditional AI is kind of like a goldfish, right? It's got that 10-second memory. Every time you talk to it, it's a brand new conversation. But a pinned AI tutor, well, it's like an elephant. It never forgets. It builds on every single conversation, it remembers what you're struggling with, and it helps you go deeper instead of just relearning the basics over and over and over and over again. And this brings us to the most important point, the whole reason this thing was even created. That constant, annoying cycle of starting over, what we're calling the study reset, is finally over. This isn't just some small fix. It's the direct solution to one of the biggest headaches in studying by yourself. So what we're about to show you is a whole new philosophy for studying. Seriously, this isn't just another app or a gimmick. It's a fundamental change in how you can build knowledge, and it's all centered on a tutor that actually gets smarter with you. So what in the world is a pinned AI tutor? Well, it's a dedicated AI expert that's laser-focused on one single subject. And here's the key. It remembers your entire conversation with it, forever. Just think about that for a second. Every question you've asked, every weak spot you've had, every breakthrough moment, it all becomes part of one long, continuous conversation. This is how real learning works. And this tutor remembers it all. And here's how they do it, which is pretty brilliant. Instead of one AI that knows a little bit about everything, you get a specialist for each key GED topic. So let's say you're wrestling with supply and demand. Your economics tutor won't just spit out a dry definition. It'll remember you like sports, for instance, and use an example about how the price of a star player's jersey changes. It's a focused expert, ready to go deep with you on just that one subject.
Okay, you might be thinking, this sounds incredible, but is it going to be complicated? No way. Absolutely not. You do not need to be a tech genius to use this system. In fact, if you can copy and paste a link, you can set this up. Let's see how simple it is.
It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, you just start a chat with an AI you already use. No new software to learn or anything. Second, you just copy the unique web link for that specific chat. And third, you go to the platform and you paste that link right next to the matching topic. Boom, you're done in less than a minute. And that's it. Seriously, with that one simple action, you've created a permanent personal tutor that will never, ever forget you or your learning journey. The power in that simple little move is immense. Okay, so how does this super simple setup turn into such a powerful learning engine? Let's dig into how this all comes together to create a smarter, way more focused way of studying. Studying smart means focusing your energy on what's actually going to be on the test. This whole system is structured to perfectly match the official GED exam. As you can see, civics and government is the biggest piece of the pie here because, well, it's the biggest part of the test. This means you're not wasting your time on stuff that's probably not going to show up. You're focusing on what matters most so you can get the best score possible. And listen to this. This is a quote straight from the AI Bridge Foundation, the educational experts who designed this whole system. The longer you use each tutor, the more helpful it becomes. That's the magic right there. It's not just a one-and-done tool. It's a learning partner that actually gets better at teaching you the more you use it. So how exactly does it adapt to you? Well, if you're struggling with a concept, your tutor's going to notice and start emphasizing your weak spots in future chats. It'll start using examples that it knows you'll understand based on things you've talked about before. It'll focus on the specific vocabulary you need for the test. And, most importantly, it remembers what you've already asked. So you are always moving forward, never, ever backward. And you can trust this whole process because it isn't just random. Each tutor is guided by these really carefully crafted prompts that were designed by the education experts at the AI Bridge Foundation. These prompts keep the AI focused on exactly what you need for the GED, so you know you're getting the most efficient and accurate info to help you pass. So, what does this all add up to? It's about moving away from those scattered, frustrating study sessions to a structured process where you can actually feel yourself making progress every single day. It's about building your understanding one conversation at a time. So, the huge takeaway here is this: your knowledge isn't just getting refreshed with each session, it's growing. Every single time you go back to a pinned tutor, you're building on a solid foundation that you already laid. You're just adding another layer, creating this deep, confident understanding that's going to stick with you right up to test day and even beyond. Look, this new approach is a clear path away from that frustration of hitting the reset button every time you sit down to study. It puts you in the driver's seat of a continuous personal learning journey that just gets more and more effective over time. So the only real question left is, are you ready to stop starting over?